kindergartners. We are going to get started on another new project today, and we are going to be making a sun and rays coming out from the sun, as well as water. So it's almost like a sunrise or a sunset coming up over the ocean. When we start coloring the project, we will be working with the warm colors and the cool colors. So earlier in the year, we talked about color mixing, and we talked about the colors of the rainbow, so red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. But now what we're going to do is work specifically with a group called the warm colors, which are colors that kind of seem like warm, kind of seem like fire or things like hot things. And those are red, orange, and yellow. And then the cool colors are green, blue, and purple. So once we start coloring, we will use the warm colors, red, orange, and yellow, to color our sky in. And then we will use the cool colors, the greens, the blues, and the purples, to color the water in. I will do that demonstration in just a second. Okay, so I am going to show you how to make the entire project today. Usually I split demonstrations up into different parts, but I don't think it's going to take you that long to draw this. And next time I am going to give you the entire class to work on coloring. So I'll show you how to do all of that today so that you don't have to watch a video next time. So what I'm going to do is start out with my paper in the horizontal direction, so side to side, and about this far up, so the height of my finger, which is going to be a little bit longer than yours. I'm just going to make a line that goes across like this. That is going to become my horizon line, which is the line that divides the ground from the sky. So everything up here is going to be the sky, and everything below that line is going to be the ground, or in this case, the water. So down in the water, I'm simply going to make a couple little wavy lines like this, from one side of the paper to the other side. And then up above the line, it's actually going to touch that line, I am going to make a sun, like it's either rising or like it's setting, whichever you decide you want it to be, okay? And I made the sun so it's kind of in the middle of my paper going from left to right. Now what I need to do is make the sun rays. So all I'm going to do, and if it's hard for you to make a straight line, you can use like the cardboard part on the back of a notebook, or if you have a ruler, you could use a ruler. I am pretty good at drawing straight lines, so I'm just going to do it by hand. But I'm going to start by touching the sun, and I'm going to make my straight line go all the way to the edge of the paper. And they're kind of all going in the same direction, except I'm starting to get them so that they're curving like this, almost like the hand of a clock turns. We don't want the lines on this side of our sun to be going that way still. That just wouldn't quite look right. So when I get up to the very top, my ray of sun is going to be going pretty much straight up and down. And then on this side, it's going to start turning this way, okay? So now it looks like this. And I made, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spaces up here. That's pretty good. You don't want to have like 30 spaces up there because it'll take you a long time when we start to do the coloring part of the project. So now when I'm done with that, I'm going to grab a Sharpie and I am going to trace all of those lines. Now I'm not really taking my time. You're going to want to make sure you're taking your time. But I also know that I can erase any of those pencil lines that are left. So you would do this all the way around like this. And then you're going to erase those pencil lines. Now if you have a big eraser, use a big eraser. Otherwise you can use the eraser on your pencil. So then the next step is to add color to your project. And you're going to do that by using the warm and the cool colors. So on the top, above the horizon line in the area of the sun, I am going to be using red, orange, and yellow. And on the bottom, I'm going to be using green, blue, and purple. Now I have a 10 marker set like this. So the only other colors I have in it are black, gray, brown, and this kind of pinkish color, which I could also add into my warm colors. If you have a bigger set of markers and you have other greens and turquoises and blues and other like lighter or darker purples, you can add that into your cool colors, okay? So it doesn't just have to be red, orange, yellow, and green, blue, and purple. If you have other reds or oranges or yellows, those will go into the warm colors, and other greens and blues and purples will go into the cool colors. So I am going to add that pinkish one in there. And what I'm going to do is just pick a different color for each space. And I'm going to color it in. Now I want you to notice how slowly I color. I know a lot of times kids like to go really fast and then it leaves white spaces or they get out of the lines. But if you take your time, it's much easier to fill all the white spaces. It's much easier to stay in the lines. And it's actually much better for your marker. Now, I think I want to make mine something called symmetrical, which means if I do something on this side, I do the exact same thing on this side. So actually what I want to do is marker that same pink color over on this side. My dog is kind of going crazy right now, so if you hear a funny noise, it's her jumping up against the door because she wants me to let her in. I'm gonna have to make her wait. Okay, so I would color that whole space in, and then I want to pick another warm color. So maybe I want it to go from dark to a little lighter to a little lighter. So then at the top, maybe I have my yellow. It's kind of up to you, but maybe I want to do red here then. I trace around that shape first to help me stay in the lines, and then I can fill it in. And since I did red here and I want to make mine look symmetrical, I'm going to also do red right here. And that would be red. Maybe I want to do orange here, and then maybe I want my last three to all be yellow, okay? Now you're going to color the entire space in, so you won't have any white space left on your project, okay? And then I'm gonna color this part of my sun in yellow also. Again, you'll do it completely in. Now down in the bottom, that's where I'm going to use my cool colors, okay? So maybe I want green down here at the bottom, all the way across. Again, color it in completely. And maybe I want blue in this space. And then I want purple in this space. You don't have to color each space the same color that I did. And again, if you have like turquoise or colors like that, feel free to use those also. Now, I want to repeat this. I don't want you to finish these today. Next time will be a work time, so I want you to have work left to do when you come back next class time. If you have any questions, please let me know.